Hello there. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that bloke who does the Whitehall Bridge train videos an ugly so-and-so? Oh my gosh, he's got a black country accent. Well, secret's out, but it's too late because you're watching now, and I hope you stick around. I have, today, just received a visit from that big bloke dressed in red who brings lots and lots of presents. Not Santa Claus, the postman. It is a day of firsts for me today. It is the delivery of my first ever pre-order locomotive. It's also my first ever Graham Farish diesel. So I figured that you might want to have a little look at it with me. Now, I should make it clear, I'm very much a beginner in this hobby. So you're not going to get a big professional review like Sam's Trains or something like that. This is just me having a gander. All right, so got the box. Let's have a shufty. Okay, there's a slight jump in the film there. I've made the beginner's error, I suppose. I've assumed I could open the package with my bare hands, but it turned out it was a package consisting of cardboard, bubble wrap, packing tape, and about 27 layers of sellotape. So I've had to attack it with a knife, I'm afraid. But we do now have the unwrapped product. So let's take a closer look. So this is the Graham Farish Warship Class diesel. Let's have a closer look. My first impressions of it are quite favourable. There's a very good weight to this model. I think it's going to not have any problems at all pulling. All the vents and stuff I think now look great once they're weathered. And if you have a little peep into the driver's cab, you can see we do have the control panel and the seats. Not quite sure if you can actually get in there to put a little model of a driver or not at the moment. I'll have to look into that. The model comes in a variety of different liveries. This is the maroon with the small yellow warning panel. As you can see, I do believe you can get the green, you can get the blue, you can get the full yellow ends. There's quite a lot of choice. This one just fits in quite well with the rest of the stuff on my railway. It was a pre-order. It ended up costing me £127 something. I forget the exact amount. But when I ordered it, it was under 100. Now I know there's inflation. A 30% increase I thought was a little bit hefty, but there you go, everything's going up, isn't it? Right, I'm going to get this run in, so I'll leave you for a moment, and what I'm going to do is put together a little potted history of the Warship Class locomotive for anyone who's not that familiar with them. Oh, I ought to say as well that each different model, the different livery and whatnot, it comes as a different locomotive. You can see here, mine's Champion. Let's see if I can focus in on there for you. Ooh, there we go. But yeah, all the different liveried models are different names and numbers. Right, let's go and get this one running. The Warship diesels were introduced by the Western region of British Rail in 1958 to take over the duties performed by King and Castle locomotives. With all but two named after British warships, both the Class 42 and 43 locomotives are known as warships. Outwardly identical, only some very minor differences in materials used in the build differentiate the classes. All were gone by 1972, working life of only 14 years. Being a diesel hydraulic, based on the design of the German V200 locomotive, it was deemed by the British Rail Engineering Department as non-standard when they elected to opt for the more expensive but more powerful diesel electrics. 2 warships survive into preservation on the Severn Valley Railway and on the East Lancs Railway. With running incomplete, let's have a look at the model running on the layout. Well, I have to say I am impressed. Straight out of the box, before it was even running properly, this little thing has gone like an absolute dream. So smooth, no hesitation, and once it was properly running, it's pulled its load of 8 carriages around my layout easily. The video footage that you saw, that was only on half power. Well, I say half power, it was below half power. I think it could pull an awful lot more very, very easily. The thing that I particularly liked, because I wasn't expecting it, was the fact that the little the number code board thingy on the front lit up as well as the lights. I thought that was a really nice touch. Is it worth £130 of anyone's money? Well, I guess that's for you to decide. It's not for me to say. Personally, I think that N-gauge models are a bit overpriced in general, but that's not just this one. That applies to all of them. All I can say is that for what it was, I was impressed, and I'm glad I bought it. So it's a thumbs up from me. Well, thank you for watching and making it to the end, putting up with the Black Country accent. Hope you could understand it all okay. Please do consider giving me a like and perhaps even subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Cheerio.